Hi, welcome to Chad's Silversmithing. Firstly, thanks for coming to my channel and watching this video. I appreciate all the people who've been coming and visiting, and I'd ask if you enjoy the content here, make sure to hit the like button before you go. That helps out a lot. And if you, after you've checked out a couple more videos, why don't you subscribe to my channel if you find it to be useful information. My channel's growing. I'm doing 2 to 3 videos per week. I think most of it's pretty useful information for beginning silversmiths in particular, and also some great projects for people who are a little more advanced. So today's project is a relatively simple one, so it's good for beginners, and I may call it a wobble ring, but I'm not sure yet. It's got 3 pieces of 14 gauge square wire that are configured so that they have kind of waviness to them, and they're all soldered together. It's an easy one and kind of a fun one, and it looks pretty cool, so let's get started. So for the wobble ring, we're going to use some 14 gauge square wire, and we use hard silver solder for pretty much everything. I've already measured out the length of the ring that I want on the mandrel, and I went with, I measured to about an 8, knowing that after I do this it's going to end up being like a 7.5 probably. I guess we can measure it at the end and find out how close I am on guessing, but since these wires that go around the mandrel are not going to be straight in the long run, they're going to kind of wave like that as they go around, so we're going to lose a little length on the wires. So I was hopefully planned in advance enough to compensate for that. But to start, we'll cut 3 of these and make rings out of them. This is a pretty good beginner project, I think. It makes for kind of a funky ring. And you can make them all slightly different, so there's a lot of variation you can get out of this style. To start with, I'm going to straighten these out. Make sure I'm in frame here. I prefer these wide nose pliers when I'm straightening wire because it spreads out the force a little bit and you ding up the metal less. Some people use nylon jawed pliers, which are handy to have around occasionally. Okay, I'll file these guys flat. Probably close enough. Okay, so let's solder these into rings. Square wire, you always get the tendency for it to try to go diagonal on you. You can see that it's starting to twist on me by just bending it around the mandrel, so you can correct that as you go a little bit with the flat nose pliers here. It's only because it's trying to compress this middle part and it's trying to stretch this outer part when you're making it into a circle, so it tries to twist to find an easier way to bend. It's actually easier to solder these together if they're straight on like this. So I'm going to push them past each other a little bit to make sure they're pushing together nice. I hope you can see that when I was doing that. Really trying to get better about keeping stuff in frame. It's sometimes you get to working on something that you're not really paying attention to where your hands are. That one. It's ready. Okay, so I'm just going to solder those guys closed and then round it back out. I'm going to smooth off some of the excess solder there. I'm just removing a little excess solder from the inside. Now, I normally do this on my knee, but I'm going to for the camera to see it. So it's okay that it's got some waviness, because I'm kind of going to actually add some of that to this anyway. Alright. So basically we're going to solder these together like this, but I'm going to enhance some of these waves so that it has gaps appearing here and there over the course of the ring. So I'm just going to manually use 2 pairs of pliers if you'd like. I just make them play with them until I find something where it fits together and looks kind of cool. That's alright so far. pretty good for those two. So I think what I'll do is I'll solder these two together first. And I'll probably just pick solder a little bit there and there. And then we'll add the third. That's pretty good. Looks like I still have plenty of solder up there, so you don't want to get these so hot that the metal becomes squishy and you know, settles down and flattens back out again. So you gotta keep an eye on the temperature of the metal a little bit. If you haven't mastered pick soldering yet, I have a video and I'll put a link up there for you. It's something that's super useful in a lot of situations. Okay, so now we got a little bit of a wave going on there. Let's play with this one a little bit. That looks pretty cool. Pleased with that one so far. I like that configuration. I'll keep it like that. It comes out having some kind of interesting curves to it. So I'm going to file off the excess solder here. And sometimes I leave them where you can still see that it's three separate wires. Sometimes I file it down to where the solder joint makes it look like it's just wire that splits open. Not sure which I'm going to do with this one yet. I'm going to round it out on the mandrel first, just because it's probably not perfectly round at this point. So actually it came out to be about a 6.5, so that was a size and a half lower than I measured for, so that's good information. So if you're planning this, I'd make it about a size and a half bigger than you need it. I don't know that I'd ever actually tried to make these ones to a particular size in the past. but I'll give you kind of a general idea. So I've just kind of smoothed it down so all the solder joints look like it's just maybe a piece of sheet with cutouts almost. And then when I polish it, it'll look really good, I think. I'll use the Dremel on these sides and on the inside. But first I'm going to heat it up and let it pickle for a little while, and then we'll come back and finish it, and I'll show you the result. Okay, so here's the wobble ring. Shined up pretty nice. I like the way it looks. I might still have some polishing compound in the little gaps. I'll have to get out with a toothpick or something. But yeah, you get some kind of different cavities going along the outside, and I think it looks kind of cool. So yeah, simple, kind of a beginner project, but makes for some really nice rings, and you can get quite a bit of variation in them. You could, I suppose, you could do more than 3 bands. You could do 4 or 5. Different kinds of wire, all sorts of different things you could try. So, all right, well, that was the wobble ring. I hope you enjoyed that and found it to be useful information. Feel free to share this link with other people. I'm trying to grow my channel a little bit. I'm getting close to 1,000 subscribers, and I'm pretty excited about that. Thank you all for the nice comments, and feel free to leave suggestions or comments or questions in the comment section. That being said, thanks for watching. Happy silversmithing. Take care.